What's up, y'all? Mr. Kulati here. This is the official run. Not sponsored, by the way. It's just tea, no vodka. So this is the sixth time I've sat down, so I'm a little wore out right now. But this is just gonna shoot it from the hip, and I believe I'm in focus. Like I said, this is the sixth time. I took 5 practice runs to see if I was see if this beautiful manscape was in focus or not. Well, what am I doing here? Well, first of all, I'm going to let it shine. I'm not going to wear the hat. I know some people do. That's more power to them. But I am going to act like I'm actually doing something and not hearing my reverb. And what am I putting on now off camera? You know what it is? I can't do the headphones because they're just too loose. They're too broken. I've only used them once playing Final Fantasy 14 because I'm a pugger, and my friend that I play with, she only wanted to talk once, dude. So, and yeah, so I'm not going to put those on. But I do have, what are they? My work gloves, because got my back scratcher too, because it kind of looks like a garden rake. Why would I say garden rake? Well, let's see here. Prior to the release of 5.0, there was some talk on a live letter from Yoship, or Yoshi P, about player-run farms, and no, that's not the next job, they was quoted as saying. Since then, we haven't heard anything. That wasn't an earthquake. That was my dog Chanel getting off the bed. Because, yeah. So player-run farms. We haven't heard anything since that live letter about the player-run farms. Every live letter since then, that's the only thing that I've been wanting to hear about, because I love crafting and gathering. It's like most raids or dungeons, unless you're starting off right now fresh, you have no huge list of things to do. And for crafting, obviously there's like ways that you can go from like 0 to 60 like in an hour or two, but for me, there's let me take these off. So for me, there's you craft every item, you get like a bonus amount of XP. So the way I've done my crafting is I went through and I've crafted each individual item. And I started on PS3 beta. As some of you may know, if you've seen my other one video that I probably didn't mention that on. Anyways, yeah, so I started PS3 beta. Would have been 1.0, but as some of you know, 1.0 was canceled at about the last minute for PS3. So I had to get my PS3 Final Fantasy 14 1.0 money back, basically, from a collector's edition, whatever. So I didn't get the special tattoo. I'm not sore about it still. Anyway, so yeah, I've been playing since PS3 beta. Anyway, so patch 5.0 came out. Player-run farms. We haven't heard anything about that, and I've got my little handy list here. Shout out to Taji from Vice. Dude's got a nice little web series on YouTube where he goes around like looking for 1-star reviews, and he rocks the old pad and paper, dude. when he's out on the hunt. So yeah, so I could be totally wrong here because I just wrote everything down 5 minutes before I started this. But Echoes of a Fallen Star coming mid 2020. So I've been saying February 18th for a while because I don't think they'd bring the patch out February 12th, being 2 days before Valentine's Day, and they'd still have the rush from all the Valentinians, whatever you pronounce it, Valentine's Day thing. So that's why I've been saying February 18th. It's mid, it's after Valentine's Day. Is it going to be the 25th, whatever? I doubt it. It's going to be February 18th. You heard it here first, because I've been saying it for about a month now. Anyways, now some of this stuff I'm going to pronounce wrong because I started playing Final Fantasy XI, and the Heaven's Turn event I've always called Heaven's Sturm. I guess I've never been diagnosed, but maybe I'm slightly dyslexic because I see things that are pronounced in my own way. So I started in 08 on Final Fantasy 11, so for 11 years I've been pronouncing it Heaven's Sturm instead of Heaven's Turn. Finally makes sense. I just noticed that like about a month or two ago when this last one came out in 2019. It's embarrassing. So yeah, we've got Fate Beckons the Bold, and looks like it's going to be an MSQ. So the MSQ I really love. I'm totally into the MSQ line on this. Then we've got on the first, we've got the Edenverse. I chicken scratched it. Edenverse raid dungeon. I'm not big on raid dungeons on here. It's I don't know. It's like now. Obviously, everyone's gonna say, all three people that watches this is gonna say, but you haven't done the hard mode and the savage because there's really no point. I mean, I've always been brought up playing Final Fantasy where I had a chocobo. Hopefully, I'm not pronouncing that wrong, but a chocobo, and so I really like my chocobo. The only other mount that I really use sometimes is the double cedar mog that I got as a gift. I've gotten some of the cool mounts. Cool mounts to me, like I got the car, I got the motorcycle, but I never use them. So the 4-player car was cool because it was a 4-seater, but I never use it because I usually just play either solo in my one-man solo free company or with like one other person. Anyways, so that's a raid dungeon. So if you're coming to me for advice right now, I have no clue what a raid dungeon is. I've done plenty of them on Final Fantasy XIV, but they're just not my thing. Ananesis Enidur. It's a new dungeon. Again, I'll run it once. If they got a hard mode, I probably won't even look at it twice because it's just not my thing. Then on the source, we've got the Sorrow of Wurlet. Sounds fun. I'll do it once. And then, so all that stuff was kind of just touched on, updated. The site was like a couple days ago. This is just the text that they put out kind of mysteriously a couple weeks ago. It says new for patch 5.2, the MSQ, obviously. Edenverse raid. I've never done the first Edenverse raid because there's just don't need to. I mean, I just never did. So maybe I've just been crafting, trying to get my crafting up again. Obviously, you can do it in 2 hours, but I'm kind of weird like that because I like to do each individual craft to make sure I get my bonus stuff. I still haven't done a lot of the crafter, like my so fishing is like at about 65, which I haven't fished since rain colors. From rain color to 65 has just been GC turn-ins, Grand Company turn-ins, and then my mining and gathering, botany, they're both at 80. Yeah, so but my craftings are about 73-ish. And I'll have to check it out because I'm not sure what my number is right now, but what I do is I take all the crafting numbers minus culinary, because culinary, there's just so many mats that only pertain to culinary, so I'm not even, it's about 52, just kind of, I did some, can't think of what it's called, Ishgard restoration turn-ins to get my crafting up above 50 so I can get rid of some old crafting gear. But yeah, I'm just basically saving culinary for last. So basically minus culinary, I take all the others that cap at 80 and then say they're like 72 levels, so I put that down in my mind as an 8, and then I add up all the numbers, how many levels, basically how many levels I got left to 80 cap for all my crafter classes. And I think the last time I counted, I was at about like 27, I think. Could be wrong there, but so yeah, so we got the Edenverse raids. I'll do it once. On the Chronicles of the New Era, we've got Sorrow of Werwit. Sounds cool. About the only dungeon that I really like doing multiple times was I forget what it was, but it like had a priest and he was like, "You shall be done." Like I don't know. Dude's voice was really cool in that. Then we got the new dungeon, like I said, Ananesis, Aniger, whatever. So yeah, all that's like that new updated stuff. And then some of the stuff that they haven't touched on yet. So this is my predictions for, so that was kind of like an update for, kind of like setting a tone for my prediction video. Kind of a little background, if you will. Yeah, so we'll stop this video now. And anyways, this is Mr. Kulati. Talk to y'all later.